Hello and welcome to this demo review, guys. I'm Greg from Team Infused, and I am actually going to be reviewing one of my own demos from the ETF2L final that happened last December. It was Epsilon Esports versus Team Infused. This is the first map. It's CP Badlands, and without further ado, I'm just going to get it started. I'm on 9:58 and hitting resume, so 57, 56, 55. Cool. Let's head off to middle. So, at this time, I've been playing Valley for Infused. Me and Quad had recently swapped over, so I'm kind of just like practicing what I need to do against Epsilon in a few of Epsilon games. And it's basically trying to jump up and deal like pressure to those scouts who have ended up, one of them's just actually just pushing to Quad with gear, and I didn't really do enough there to help him out, then end up dropping down. Basically what I thought happened was that scout that jumped up, when I dropped down, he had dropped down. But in actual fact, he pushed into Quad with gear, and I didn't know that at all. And Quad got destroyed. I wasn't there to help him, and it's pretty poor work from me, to be honest. I should have probably gone and shot Waters there. If you think about when I jumped up on the point, I shot at Shocky, who was on their train. If I'd looked straight forward and shot Waters, who had jumped up, probably would have been more beneficial to Quad. But we're now back on our own last, looking at what's going on at the moment. So we've not had a good middle. We're trying to get our mate brains in it. This is the first map. First few minutes, we're already back on our own last. I don't think Dunk survived. The bad thing about watching POVs, I don't know that. Can't press tab. I wasn't really paying attention. I don't think he did. Although they haven't pushed in straight away, so maybe he did. And if you look at this, I'm just pretty much just covering the left-hand side, trying to help the left side and top left. Soldiers, Epsilon do this quite a lot. They jump in an Ubered soldier, they Uber the soldier in, jump one top right, one top left, so one forces the Uber, the other one jumps and kills people. And we didn't really manage to cover it very well. I tried to like help Quad out on the top left against that Ubered soldier for a little bit. He went down. Our Uber we didn't really get anything out of it. They went pretty heavily top left, and no one managed to block the points. So already 1-0 down. It's not going well so far. Trying to get our heads in the game, and this time I'm actually going to shoot at Waters. Much better decision, but I drop off. Probably could have stayed up there for a bit longer, but the timings that I have on it is generally to do with when Shocky pushes into me. And now if you look at how far across the point their team is, then the only way that we might have been able to get back into that was pushing Randa back, because he was the main culprit on the point, dealing so much damage. Unfortunately, the rest of our team had kind of already fallen out when I did that, so I didn't really listen to what was going on or know what was going on from our team's point of view. Bit disappointing. And now they're coming in with a Uber advantage. We don't even have ours yet. We're on about 70%. Dunk goes down, so now it's just a case of trying to do what we can. And I've literally just there because I know how much damage that Randa's going to be doing. I've on my own just tried to make sure that he's gone down after that Uber, managed to take down both the medic F2 and Randa, and then go and clear up a kill on the point with the help of Flisco and Mike, get a couple of kills. So nice, I did a good job on that point, actually doing something useful, dealt a pretty decent amount of damage. And now we're kind of having a chance to push the Spire, but we haven't had our spawners in time. A lot of us were low, there are only 2 of us up. Meanwhile, their spawners are spawned quicker, so they're going to be at Spire earlier than us. So me and Quad have gone forward to see if we can do anything on Spire, but alas, their spawners are there way too early. We've decided to come back to our own last instead and just try and hold it yet again. We're going to have an equal Uber this time, give it a fair shot, and then push back properly. Maybe try and find a pick, which is what I'm trying to do at the moment, just trying to make sure nothing's coming bottom left, and also spotting for any eventual pushes. And actually, in fact, the Uber's coming in now, so I swapped to sniper to try and force it early. And don't ask me what I was doing then. Oh, I thought Dunk had the Uber probably. But we did manage to hold on to it. I think I probably ended up eating a rocket that would have killed Dunk instead, so managed to keep it. We managed to hold the last point versus an Uber with our Uber still intact. Mike goes down on balcony, which means that I can't really push forward too hard. I need to be just careful. In fact, I do go forward. Les Randa, you see, I knew there would be someone trying to do anything. He's hit me pretty hard. I know he's pretty low. I've called it to my team. Just make sure you're calling that sort of thing. And we can't actually hold this Spire just because we lost. I think we lost Seb. Not highly, don't know if that's highly accurate or not. And now we've popped our Uber in bottom lobby, take down F2. Walters has come in thinking that we didn't have our Uber and gone down. So Walters trying to do a little bit too much there, and then I've tried to do a little bit too much pushing out. You know, obviously when you're pushing out of last, make sure you send everyone out of different places. And I went out bottom left on my own. Randa was there with stickies like a gay. Yeah. So meant that I went down. Losing a scout pushing out is not great, but we've got enough time on it. We've got ×4 on it. Made sure we got a scout on it, and I think our demo and soldier went on it as well. Yep. And just make sure you get players on that spire. It's so important. Other really important aspect there was we left someone at last, and we took down Randa. So they had no demo to spam spire, and we had someone at last to deal with the scouts that possibly would have gone for back cap. But getting time on the point means that scouts are going to be wary of going for the back cap. So sometimes if you just get ×6 on the point or whatever, scouts no chance of going and getting it. So just make sure if you are pushing out, you know, you push out with a player or two advantage. Just make sure you get that extra player advantage you have onto spire, and then you're still equal players in the fight. Now we've pushed in. We've actually Ubered at choke, but Quad's gone in a little bit overzealously there. I think it was an equal Uber. Yeah, definitely was, and it really hasn't worked out for us whatsoever. If you actually see what happened, like, he went in, the rest of our team weren't anywhere nearby at choke, and this is something really poor, but I kind of assume Seb's going to jump, block Randa. Nope, no he's not. So by the time I get up there, it's been capped. Awesome. So now I'm trying to recap it in time. And just deny the soldier, deny the scout if I can. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to hit the shot right, and then they just managed to block me. Seb didn't jump to block that. I don't know why he didn't, whether he didn't have any ammo loaded or anything, but there was only one player capping that. The rest of them were miles away at choke. If you can block, go and block in that situation. Unfortunately, we lost the spire. It's such a crucial point on this map. It means that we're now back at last. We don't have a chance to push forward properly, and we have to then retake spire, which is so hard from last. So, you know, if you got the opportunity to block, it's worth doing it. And unfortunately, we didn't. I think Seb was just spamming pills. Didn't work out. I didn't get that up there in time. And so we're now back on our own last. I think I know that they've got a sniper. Yep, you see they've got a sniper there. So I don't understand how that wasn't a headshot. Yep, awesome game, and then I get a headshot myself. Luckily enough, I have 2 HP more than I need. So I'm actually now going to go probably swap back, because I know that they're going to be looking to push in soon. Really important thing as a sniper is, if you want to do it like properly, you want to make sure you're in a situation where you can go and swap class when they go and Uber in. So I'm up top left here. You know, it's only like 10 steps back to the forward resupply door, or the resupply door for me. They've actually Ubered, they're going to send both their soldiers bottom left, and I've managed to get into resupply and just say swap class, and I forced the Uber in top left. But they've like dominated that half of the map, so we've now Ubered, slight Uber extra, and now with it I'm going to try and see if I can pick up this soldier, but also try and pressure them out of main. But it's like we've already lost way too many players. It makes it so hard in that situation. Lucky enough we kill players at main. Seb and Mike both manning up and looking main, while I went bottom left. This is probably the right thing to do for me to go for that soldier. Yeah, well obviously I was the only one there, so. But now it still means we're on our own last. We don't have any scouts. I've only just spawned. We got no chance. I'm just checking, because we might be able to get some forward presence. So I'm just pushing forward slightly, just making sure there's nothing in the ninja spots. But like, our team decided we just want to hold back, not bother going for it. And like, I'm just sitting in this door, like in that window. You can see top lobby, you can see main, and you just know where they're going to come from. If someone's watching left, you can see everything from there. And like, this spot I'm in. Okay, if they Uber in, I can just swap to scout like that straight away, and they have a spy which just killed Dunk. Just about managed to block the point, but I don't think we can hold this Uber v non-Uber, and ends up going down. I think we had called the possibility of a spy, but no one was really paying attention to it, and as such Dunk went down. So let's see what I do at middle this time. So I do the same jump, go up, trying to fight Walters, fail the jump on the next point. So now I'm playing a little more defensive for the aggressive players they're going to have. Now there's a call of underneath, so I just want to try and help my soldier out that's under. Pretty sure it's Blisk. deal a bit of damage, and now this isn't what I shouldn't have done, really, on that middle, is rush over to the other side of the point, just because like I've lost. I'm not watching our ramp anymore. I'm not helping the players on the point. I'm going for a one-on-one. Fair enough, the player might be low, but it might take me forever to kill him with pistol spam sometimes. You never really know with that sort of thing. You're better off like just letting the spam from the soldiers possibly take him out while you stay at choke, pressuring them, or the other way around. So, or just pistol spamming while they hold choke rather than that. We actually get the call of the scout behind, but we're like out of position at the moment. Ubering in trash against that team when we don't have that much time on Spire is not great. So now we just got to try and push them back. And I think Soldier jumps in and me and Quad go for this, and we both shoot different targets. He's going for the medic and I've gone for the demo man. Make sure you're calling targets when you do that sort of teamwork. So many of their players were low there and we didn't manage to capitalise because me and Quad were shooting different targets. I went down, Quad went down, players falling out. If we'd been much more coordinated there, we would have definitely taken that. So just make sure you're calling targets. Make sure you're letting your team know what you're going to do. Like, then I was definitely telling my team I was going to go forward onto them rather than telling them I was going on Spire. Like, whenever I'm going into a situation like that, I'm just telling them generally what I'm going to do so they know where I'm going to be. Just like, people will be able to guess or watch what you're doing, but if they know beforehand what you're going to do, they can come in and support you properly. So it's just like, make sure you're telling people, like. So I'm pretty sure we're pushing through house here, so I now have to play pretty defensively because we've got no one we only got a soldier at choke and they're just pushed into an Uber. So we just got an Uber v Uber and lost the scout. So now I'm the only person that resupply as well because Quad went down. So I'm just having to play really defensively, just purely as well because Epsilon love pushing through house. So if you see where I'm looking there, I'm making sure their resupply push that they're about to do, see, is just like caught off guard. And I've actually managed to get out completely free there. That's pretty poor work from Nox, to be honest, letting me do that. Quad's come in to support, and we've managed to pick up Soldier, Medic, and Demo Man, and then just lost Quad thanks to Shocky, and there's way too many players. We've now pushed so hard for that Medic. Fair enough, it's not the worst decision in the world. It was alright, but I could have done that alone. It's probably one thing. So I could have just died myself. Quad came in to help. I could have killed that medic. It wasn't like I needed him. And then secondly, like, our players should have said where they were. Like, if they were that far back, we should have probably not even gone for the medic. Like, we should have just let, Demo Man Soldier kill gets us middle for free. Anyway, now we've got an Uber, which we're going to have an Uber advantage for, which we're going to push in, but you never guarantee you're going to get this point. I'm pretty sure we still get it for free because we Uber in, then they just back out and just like build their Uber. Really smart play from Epsilon because they just want to come back in, possibly when the Ubers are happening. And in actual fact, we don't even go in through choke with our Uber. So that whole like play that me and Quad did is just useless because we go and lose 2 people at choke when we have an Uber advantage. Like, make sure you pop the Uber, guys. Always. Like, it's just so useless trying to push in through choke where all 6 of you are expecting to go in. You're expecting to go in and Uber, and then you just lose 2 players. So it's like, oh, there's not even any point on us Ubering anymore, and now we're back on our own last with our Uber that we had before when we had a full Uber advantage. Oh well. So what was I going to say now? Yeah, so we're on our own last, just defending again. We do have an Uber. This time they're still trying to do this double soldier bottom left thing. So I was thinking about going pyro there to try and reflect the double soldier rockets that they do in bottom left. But in actual fact, they're not there anymore, so I go back to scout instead. We lose Quad to Randa, we lose another player, but we're trying to push out with this Uber advantage we have. It's a bold strategy, it's worthwhile, definitely worthwhile doing. And I need to get on towards Spire, so I'm going up towards balcony now, but I'm going like the long way, making sure I don't see anything around, and we decide not to push. So we make the decision that we've waited too long with that Uber. So that Uber advantage we had is completely gone, so we don't want to waste it. We don't want to just Uber in and lose players on stone to another Uber. So because we didn't really have a proper advantage. So in actual fact now we're back, and I'm just trying to see if I can get the pick that gives us the advantage to go and push. Instead, I've now gone spy. This is me. I swapped to spy. I went swap to spy, disguised as spy to see if they had a spy themselves. Like, so I disguised as a spy there, and because I only came up as gear, okay, so the player I came up as a spy was gear. it means that Epsilon, Waters, or Shocky weren't spies. So they have a sniper, right? Because I just spotted him, and how I missed that shot, I don't know. But so it meant that they didn't have a spy, so we don't have to worry about that. But now we're just like, we get the pick on the sniper, quad goes down, we get the pick on Shocky, so that's now we've got player advantage. So we're looking to push out at the moment. They have obviously Ubered, so we're just trying to chill out, and now we'll probably be looking to push out. Will we? I assume we will. We've got a player advantage, both their scouts down. Guess not. Yeah, we were. So they were looking to push out top there, as I pushed out bottom. We were just taking our time. Got yet another kill, but we've got the kills so far apart that it doesn't really benefit us that much. So we need to just take our time pushing out of here, rather than just rushing forward like we possibly normally do. So now we've got both our scouts on Spire. Soldier jumps. Epsilon are sacrificing players to block this, and I wonder why. They've got a scout and a spy going to be on last in about 2 seconds. Yep, there you go. Scout and a spy going together. Double team our soldier left on last, and he goes down. So because we took so long to push out, we let them get into that situation. Probably, you know, whether it's really bad, really good. I like the fact that we slow pushed it because of the kills we got were so far apart. But I think we just forgot about the fact that the 2 kills we got before gear were both their scouts. So it means they're going to be looking for a back cap when they spawn, or going spy, and it's just so poor. So now they're going Valley. We've called this pretty early. We know there's a soldier coming up our ramp. He managed to get focused down by me and Quad. F2's already down thanks to a nice jump bomb from Mike. There's a scout on our balcony. We're just letting our team know. And now we've just like somehow lost everybody. Okay? So I don't even know how that happened, right? So we've managed to pick off their medic. But unfortunately, we have then just taken way too long to go and kill everybody. Not regroup properly. If you saw where a lot of us were, we had like 2 of us on our ramp. 2 of us on our, well, 1 of us on our train, 1 of us in our house. Like, fair enough, we're close, but we're not supporting each other whatsoever. One of their scouts gets into the balcony, the other scout goes and just like runs around the little spire things, and the rest of them push across the point with Randall just spamming stickies with nobody pressuring him. Alright, so we all just got out of position. We would have won the middle, but Epsilon did a good job of teamwork where medic goes down. You just get all you want to do when the medic goes down, and make sure you focus their medic, and then they actually got frags. But of course, I think Dunk survived. Not 100%. I don't know why we pushed in there, or well, I think we just wanted to be aggressive. We got 2 picks out of it. Works out fine. I'm not going to complain. I don't remember why we did that though. So now we've tried to go through choke, and Quad's just gone down. We've Ubered through. They've then Ubered back. We've lost Seb. We've lost Quad. That's 2 big losses to our team, and now it's just all about trying to push them back and trying to get some room for our teammates. Luckily for us, their F2 and their medic just fall back, leave Randall at choke alone, which gives me such an easy pick, and now I come into house and get F2 down from behind them. Epsilon completely messed that up. They had such an advantage and just ruined it. So I don't understand how they managed to do that. It's pretty much the fact that they got in choke for free, but they then backed off, probably thinking they were going to take too much spam or something through choke. But instead, like, so Rana went in alone. They didn't like call it. He went down, and it left them completely open at choke. We then like scissored them in the house, which, you know, was awesome. But like when I was going through that choke there, I was telling my team exactly what I was going to do. So I was calling, right? So we've got so I called I'm going on Randa straight away, make sure I let my team know that, right? And then as soon as I'm through choke, I'm going, oh, choke's clear, I'm going to come in through house behind them, I'm going in 2 seconds. I give my team a timer, even if it's a wrong timer, and it's just an accurate, like, an inaccurate guess. It means that my team are going, oh shit, he's going that quickly, I need to get there. So generally I try and do for more than 2 seconds, because that's quite hard for them to know. But if I say to like the guys, I will be there in 2 seconds, they will know that they need to get forward, because that's so quickly. So it's definitely worth just giving them timers. Like I been doing it so much recently, or was at this time anyway. Just letting a team know what our timing was at going in. I died at trash there trying to get a back cap. I have like 8 minutes left to get 2 rounds or 3 rounds, so I was just like, oh shit. And this is such a weird thing that happens right there. where the fuck was our rest of our team? Like, I went in there, okay, and Seb, when he went in after me there, did, I think, like 600 damage. Every single one of their team was under 50 HP, but I was on 10, so I had to back out. But we had no medic at choke, and our 2 soldiers were backed off. Like, half our team went forward and half of them went backwards, and now, because of it, we had a proper good chance of pushing Spire, but, like, I don't know whether it was a miscommunication, what was going on between our players, but I definitely remember saying I'm in, because that's the reason Seb came in, and that's the reason Cog came in. But then the rest of our team were like, don't know, don't want to go in. Mike managed to pick F2 in-house, like, so that's awesome for us. We needed that so badly, so now we can push forward. They've got no medic, they've lost 2 soldiers. We now push together. Randa's in-house, we already know that. But now I'm just making sure there's no scout underneath. There's a scout going for a back cap, but I'm just going on the second point just to help out. Wow. That scout's low, but Demo jumps in as well, block Flisco. We managed to block Spire, and now we go in. I think I just eat a sticky like an idiot. Yeah, Randa just comes out and stickies me while I'm looking left trying to search for scouts. There's the scout that I was looking for. Goes down. Now here come Epsilon. I don't think we have Uber. I don't think we have the player numbers. No, we don't. Dunk's doing a good job of staying alive against that, but Seb's gone in. Quad's gone in. Flisco's gone in. Like, this is so sloppy play. Dunk's back. We have an Uber advantage. That's the only thing going for us at the moment. And look how close the point's capped. So, point being that capped, even if they're getting ×3, and I'm going for that back cap. Epsilon should know about this, but they've left the scout there. Scout's so low. How the fuck did I not kill him? Wow. So yeah, as I said, Epsilon should know I was there. They did, but they didn't leave anybody out in the open. If I'd seen anybody out in the open, I would not have gone for that, like, at all. And instead, instead I go down to the respawning players. So now when I've respawned, we're defending last. I'm just making sure I spot anything that's coming in. Our players are obviously trying to push through main after the Uber. Wow. Right. So obviously you're on your own Spire. You're on your own last. You want to get to Spire. You need to get your scouts on it. There's a Spire on last. Flisco's dealing with him. I'm spawning in 1 second as well that I can deal with it if need be. Quad just about gets on Spire, but luckily Mike was already on it, getting us some cap time. Or Seb was already on it, in fact, not Mike. And now we've recapped Spire. Desperately needed that. So I think now we're trying to chase down F2. I'm not 100%. Mike goes down to a choke. Well, I think Randa had a sticky trap up. Then Mike tried to jump at the same time as being deaded on, and unfortunately went down. And I did so much damage there. How the fuck did I not die? Oh. Okay, so I forgot about that. I did that. Right, so when you're going through Valley like that, and you can see your team, I will never go shithouse if the other team has seen me go in Valley. Right, so that's the #1 rule that I run with when I do that, is the fact that when I push forward to shithouse, if they have seen me while I'm in Valley, I'm not going to go there because I can just get rocketed by a soldier. Right? If they haven't, I will tell my team. I will give them a timing. I say I'm going to go in 2 seconds. I've got going to be, and I just went in behind and I was like, I'm on the medic. Called the target I was on straight away. Right, so my team could then come in, clear up, frag everything, and the players are going to be looking behind from me. So just make sure you let your team know what's going on there. So like I did so much damage to F2. Soldier jumped in his face, so I didn't actually manage to kill him, but I managed to meat shot the soldier instead. Oh well. And then we just cleared up all the frags. Now we're on their own last, and I'm still at the situation where I'm really desperate to get this cap point. So I was trying to go in bottom right to get some time on the point. Awesome work from Quad, just comes in and does it himself afterwards. I'm going to do demo UI quickly just to see the time left. 6 minutes left. We needed that round right then. 6 minutes left and we needed 3 rounds, so managed to cap it out. And that Pyro was just juggling with me, which puts my aim off so much. I hate Pyros when I'm playing Scout. So now I'm just trying to mimic what Walters is doing, just trying to stop him from doing what he's been doing the rest of the game. So now I know what he's going to be doing, so I just push behind him, take him down. Shocky jumps on me, he goes down, he's taken quite a lot of damage already, and now we've pretty much won this point already. I'm just letting my team know what's going on. But the main thing with what Epsilon have been doing on that middle, okay, in the previous rounds, was Gear plus Walters combination pushing onto our train. So if you saw there, Walters jumped on the rock, pushes towards our train. Gear goes Valley and jumps on our train at the same time, which means they've got quite a bit of good combination. A soldier in the air and a scout on the floor before our soldiers are really there. So I need to give quad support, right? And going in behind Walters there, Walters had no clue that I was doing that. I did get really lucky because Randa probably should have spammed me, but I just ended up taking down Walters in the back, supported numlock, supported quad, and it's definitely something you should look to do if you're in that situation. And I'm trying to come in bottom right, and I see Stickies on the point, and I see a Pyro there. So now I know we've basically Ubered in. Our Uber in has failed against their Uber because of a Pyro, I think. Excuse me. So now I'm going, holy shit, we have not much time left. I'm thinking, how am I going to get a back cap out of this? My idea is possibly they're going to push out really, really quickly. So if I get in this position, they might not spot me. Unfortunately, though, this happens. Which, yeah, when I was playing, I had a really, really WTF moment here. Okay, so if you watch in a second, as I just quickly take a drink. But yeah, so I'm with this. I'm thinking they're going to push out. They've not pushed out yet, so now I'm thinking, okay, well, yeah, that is the WTF moment right there. Basically, Walters came out of spy, came through cloaked, saw me as he ran back into spawn, and then just went scout and killed me. So it was really, really strange for me, but obviously that's just what happened. So yeah, by that time they hadn't pushed out. I knew they weren't going to push out. So I probably should have got back earlier, really, rather than doing that. I tried to go for last. Points almost capped. 3 players there. And now because there are 3 players at last, I can tell my team to push this out. Wow. I can tell my team to push back into Spire. And I'm going, hang on a minute, we're definitely going to cap that. Guys, I'm saying to them, are we going to cap that? Are we going to cap that? That's why I went back. Didn't think we were. And I was like, oh my god, we are. And we got no time at all, so I just make sure I get onto last, get the back cap, pull a Fackles. Big Joey C, learning from the best, hey? And, yeah, it's 3-2. 2 minutes left? 3 minutes left? 2.5 minutes left, okay? Right, so we need 1 round at least. So this middle is so crucial. So crucial. So I do exactly the same thing. Like, and this time, where's Shocky? That was so poor from Shocky there. I'm going to call him up on it. They left, both their scouts went aggressive in Valley. They left Randa completely open in his train, on his own. Easiest kill in the world. Most crucial kill in the world when you need it. Okay, so if you're doing that sort of thing, and you want to like play defensive or play aggressive, you got the opportunity at any time, just proven by that. So the round before, I played defensively, killed Walters when he was pushing into us. That round, I pushed aggressively into Randa. Randa was alone with no scouts to defend him. He had no chance. No soldiers would be there in time. He's gone down. Crucial pick. They can't hold Spire. We got an Uber. I don't even know if F2 went down. I think we've got equal Uber, in fact. I'm pretty sure we got equal Uber. So now I'm thinking, okay, when we push in through this, we've messed up a few last pushes already. We need to make sure we get time on this point. We need to cap it, but we need frags as well. So now we've Ubered in, and we got a kill before the Uber. So F2's dropped that player. And now I'm just trying to get some time on it. Starts it off. Det's Randa's stickies. Yeah, Randa had stickies in the rim on the point. That Det on its own is going to try and help us. I probably could have done a lot more out of what I did, but Quad comes in and just caps out. No sticks on the point. Players pushing out, and there we go, 3-all. I'm not even going to bother watching the rest of it. It's pretty much just a minute round where we kind of just piss about and have a heavy on last. So don't worry about that. I'm going to stop the demo. I'm going to load up the golden cap. So this game did go to a golden cap, yeah. And there's the golden gap, so I'm going to play that now. So I'm just going to just resume it straight away now. I'm on tick 106, 959, resume 958, 57, 56, 55, 54. There we go. Right, so we want another middle that should work out for us. You know, we've won 3 or 4 in a row, possibly. They've all gone pretty smoothly. And now look at this, like, Randa is spamming over to the balcony. That scout is dropped off already. There he's back on again, but I didn't spot him. I know they're going bally, so I'm just trying to play defensively, and now I'm going to go push in straight behind, because they've got no soldiers defending F2. I can get in through shithouse. That soldier didn't call me, and I managed to take down F2. Really crucial pick on middle. Right, so that's something you, like, then... no medic to heal them up. Now we're relying on Numlocked and Mike to go forward and get frags. There's only 2 scouts left up. Soldiers already down. They come out, they wait, they've stayed in house. So they stayed in house as a unit. Let everyone get healed up and let Dunk get the Uber. Something really crucial there that a lot of people probably don't do very often. So those 2 things like really helped us pushing there back then when it was that 3v3 situation. Like, some people can rush it so much, but we just took our time. Get the point. And now we call a resupply push. And this is where, look, you see Seb there under drop down as I jumped up, and I'm going, awesome. They're going to Uber out. We're going to cap this. Where are they? We have 3 of us on Spire. Where the hell is the rest of our team? And they've only just got back to drop down. We lose 2 players, and they've only just popped Uber now. We've lost 2 players, lost 3 players in fact. There's no chance we're capping this point now. Really. There you go, Randa blocks it. Seb's going to go down. Dunk manages to get out. No, he doesn't. I'm pretty sure he doesn't, actually. And fair enough, we went resupply because they had a sniper, okay? But once you're there, we needed to push into them. We can't doss about and wait, which is what happened. And if you doss about and wait, you need to tell the other part of your team to get off Spire, okay? The 3 of us that were on Spire were playing against 6 players with a demo man spamming stickies up onto the point. Like, I don't really see what happened during our push there, like, that went through some of the players' minds and stuff. Luckily enough, though, for some reason Epsilon don't want to push. They've got an Uber advantage. They're just pissing about. That's why I'm there, in that situation, in that position there. I was possibly looking to maybe pick up a frag in Valley, or push behind and get a back, like scare them into thinking I'm going for a back cap, just to pull them back during the Uber. But we now got Uber, so I don't really want to be that far forward. I'm just trying to now actually open and look for a pick rather than open and looking for a back cap. So Epsilon want us to push in, of course, now because they were equal Uber, and we eventually oblige. I think we're just taking our time. They've got a sniper, of course, still at choke, so we're just taking our time. We Uber in now. They counter Uber. We have a few players on the point that's like lowish. I have to go all the way back for a health pack because I don't really trust myself to eat a rocket. And we're just like pretty evenish players. But now they push in with a soldier into house and they take down Dunk with a sniper shot, which made me panic and think, oh god, they're pushing choke. So I turned around and got killed in the back. It's just pretty poor timing from me. I probably should have been more aware of what was going on. And now we just lose all 6 of us. There we go. Down to 1 pick, but straight off just down to a really poor push of Spire where we just needed to push into it. Like, what a lot of people like try and do there is like save their Uber advantage and stuff like that, and we could have just gone in and captured Spire and we would have been on their last. It would have been so hard for them to push back. And now Epsilon pushing through resupply, and then they've fallen back, right? So they're trying to come through house. This, me and Quad being here, Quad has now gone, oh, he's there actually, he's under stone. He goes behind here, and I try and support him as much as I can, right? So I know he's out of position, right? But, oh no, he's about to go behind. There's the scout chasing him. Quad's kind of caught out of position. Now they've got like 3 people spamming me, so I have to be pretty defensive. And I know Randa's now turned around, so I'm going back forward and I'm trying to find out where Quad's gone to try and help him. He's actually managed to escape, and now I'm in a perfect position to pick up the soldier chasing him. Epsilon had a full Uber advantage pushing to Spire, and they messed it up as well. I don't understand how, but they did. So luckily enough, that's 2 pretty awful pushes to Spire from 2 Prem teams. And now we're looking to push, and they still have a sniper with a scout, with a soldier down. In fact, I think the soldier's probably respawned by now. But we want to push. We are the team that will always want to push. So Seb's going back to get ammo. Once he's got ammo, I'm sure we'll be looking to push. So I'm going to try and see what I'm going to do. I'm probably, in fact, I think what I do now is I'm Dunk's asking where's their sniper. So I'm going to go out and try and see him and just get body shot. Yeah. So now we're not going to push. Yeah, I remember now. So we just now got to hold back. We fall back a little bit. Definitely the right idea, but of course they've got a sniper who would be close to choke, who's taking spam. Seb takes a full body shot, so we have to play a little bit more defensively. And I'm spawning now, so we're now still 6v6. We're still on Spire. They've probably just come through choke a little bit. And this is where me and Mike like decides to go for a flank. I go join him. I'm telling him, I'm with you, Mike. I'm with you. Let's do this. Scout there, just taken down, and now me and Mike go in together through behind. Mike takes 2 good rockets into gear. Our team's pushing forward because we told them we're behind. They come forward as a team, as a unit. All 6 of us go in together and take all 6 of them down. Awesome. I love that place so much. Like, just the decision of Mike going behind, so I went with him. And then we just scissored them at choke. Because they had that sniper, they had less presence on the flanks, less of anything they can do there, and they're relying on Waters to hit a headshot, which is going to hit, but a headshot doesn't help you cover the flanks and you're going to die. And now we cap Spire, and I don't really understand what F2's doing there. So Quad comes in top left, I come in top right after capping Spire. We get, F2 down, Randa down, and Shocky down. So many crucial picks. I die. Worthy exchange to take those 3 players down. Quad's now dead to the Pyro, but we've got a full Uber advantage pushing into last 4v3, and there we should have it. Yeah. All stemming off. Well, first of all, we probably should have won that straight away anyway in the Spire push, but all stemming off Epsilon's poor Spire push and then that little flank round maneuver on middle that worked so well, when we were pushing back to middle that worked so well. But it just definitely, like, communication on those sort of things. Those, little things going behind. I mean, I think I did it 3 times at least in this game. Once in the Golden Cap. Once when I killed Randa on choke and then pushed through into the house behind. Once when I shit house and behind onto F2. Just, like, those three things. Like, it's not worth you going in alone and doing them. Okay? The only reason it works is because we, as a team, tell each other, do it all together, and go in as 6. I'm in there behind, distracting, dealing damage. So, first of all, I deal a shot. Obviously, I deal some damage. They turn around and look at me. Then our team come forward and rape them because they're not looking at them. So, if you are going to be doing that sort of flanking, definitely make sure you tell your team, and don't do it if you're in the wrong situation. Generally, the only time you can flank is if they've got a player down. That's a rule that I probably always say. If they're a player down, you can probably flank. Or if they've got a sniper, of course, they've got less scouts. But anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Going to go get a drink, eat some food, and watch some games. Cheers, guys. I've been Greg. Thank you very much for watching this, if you have watched it. Do check out my Twitter. Check out Pirate Radio. My Twitter is @GregBushell. Pirate Radio is a show that I do with Commander X and Cadus on Sunday evenings. It's absolutely so much fun. Just talking about gossip, talking the TF2 gossip, talking about TF2 news, generally the matches that have gone on, predicting matches going on. Check out Team Infused, check out our website, all our sponsors. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later.